Hi everybody and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can achieve a very full coverage makeup look that would look absolutely amazing if you had a photo shoot or an interview or any occasion that you just want to look very polished. So I hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so let's get started. So first of all, 5 minutes prior to recording the video, I prepped my skin and my lips, and the products that I use to do that are the Visibly Clear Oil-Free Moisturiser. I've also prepped my lips with the Cocoa Butter Formula Moisturising Lip Balm. So, the base I've chosen to use today for this flawless sort of look is going to be the Max Factor Pan Sticks. Now, as you can see, I actually have 3 shades here, and this is really just going to bring out the features and make your face look very three-dimensional. So, the 3 shades I've decided to use are Fair, Nouveau Beige and Cool Copper, and as you can see that I'm using these shades all in different ways to really bring out the features of the face. So the first one I'm going to start off with is Nouveau Beige, and this is going to act as our all over base colour. So what I'm first of all going to do is clip my fringe out of the way, that way then I won't get loads of foundation in my freshly washed hair. So one moment. So as I say, we're first of all going to start off with the Nouveau Beige all over the face to act as our base colour. So what I'm first of all going to do is just wind it up just to get the product out, and simply just do about 4 stripes on the face. So what I usually like to do is I like to do 1 stripe on the cheeks, each, 1 down the nose and 1 on the chin and a few just down the neck. And then what I'm simply going to use is I'm going to use a Real Technique stippling brush by Samantha Chapman. This is my favourite brush to blend out cream foundations. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to blend out the foundation. I'm really sort of taking our time. As I say, this is a full coverage foundation, so just really blending it in is going to enable us to really create a seamless base. So there we go, there is our all over base colour. Now it's time to go in with our second shade, and the shade I'm going to be using next is going to be Fair. And what I actually love to use this for is to use it as a sort of under eye highlight, just to really brighten up the eyes. So what I do is I just take off the cap, wind it up, and literally just dot it underneath the eyes. And just really sort of blend that in. What's brilliant is because they're all cream products, they really sort of blend in amazing together. And you can't really see where one shade stops and one shade starts. So there we go, there's our paler shade under the eyes complete. As you can see, it just kind of really sort of delicately just brightens the eyes and makes them look a tiny bit more wide awake. So next we're going to go in with our third and final shade. That is going to be, here it is, Cool Copper, and what we're literally going to use this for is for bronzing. Now, I like to apply my bronzer on the cheeks and a tiny bit on the bridge of my nose. This is just personally my preference, just because I think it makes it look a lot more natural. Just dot a bit all over where I want it myself to be a little bit bronze, and a tiny little bit on the bridge of the nose. Blend that in. Just be really careful with this shade, as I say, because it's obviously a lot darker. And then just complete on the other side. Blend it on the nose. Right, there we go, there is our base complete, and as you can see I've literally just made my skin look very flawless. So now it's time for the setting. Powder I've decided to use is a Rimmel Stay Matte, and this is in shade Transparent, and the powder puff is literally just a MAC powder puff. Now this technique makes it last all day. So what I literally like to do is I just take the powder puff, roll it in the powder, tap off the excess, kind of wind it around my finger, and then just press and roll. Now this pressing and rolling technique is really going to make sure that the powder is pressed right into the skin. Just keep going, and I usually tend to add a tiny bit more powder where I do get slightly more oily. So just around the T-zone. Now I'm going to go in with just a large powder brush just to knock off any of that excess powder that we have sitting on the skin, just because we don't want it to look cakey at all. So what I'm going to use for that is going to be this number 7 sort of a basic kabuki brush, and just knock off any of that excess that's sort of sitting on the skin. Right, there we go, a perfect and flawless base, all completed. So now I'm going to go in with contouring and eyebrows just to get that sort of really, really polished look. So now I'm going to go in with contouring, I think. And what I'm going to use to contour is going to be the NYX blush in Taupe and the Samantha Chapman Real Techniques contour brush. So what I'm going to do is just swirl it into the powder, knock off that excess, and just apply it how you would a contour. So starting right back at the ears, and with my contour I like to actually go down a little bit because that's where my natural contour sort of falls. I think it looks quite flattering, especially on a man's face, because it sort of brings out where a man's sort of cheekbones would go, but sort of cater to it how your cheekbones are. And what this is going to do is just really bring out the features, especially if you're doing something like a photo shoot. This is really, really effective. What you'll also see me do in a minute is just apply a little bit to the nose, just to correct how my nose is. Now, with the contouring, I'm just going to take a little bit and just take it right down the sides of the nose. And what this is going to do is actually going to make anything that you add contouring powder to, it's going to make look narrower and smaller. So by applying it to the sides of the nose, it's actually going to recede and make the nose look smaller on the sides, and that's where my nose is the widest. Just applying a little bit to the sides, and also just a little bit to the tip too. I also like just to do the jawline as well, just to make that a little bit more prominent. I also like with contouring just to go around the complete perimeter of my face, because I really just think it makes it stand out. Right, there we go, there is our contouring complete. Now we are going to use a tiny bit more bronzer. So to bronze, I'm going to be using the Sleek Contour Kit. And I have a bronzer and a highlighter, and I'm going to just use the bronzing side. I'm going to use the highlighter side in a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap a powder brush in, just get some bronzer on there, tap off the excess, and just apply it where we applied that sort of cream bronzer. I like just to go over the eyelids too. Next we're going to go in just with a tiny bit of highlighter where I really want to highlight, and the only place I use highlighter on my face is actually just this part of my nose. I'm going to go back with the Sleek Contour Kit and just use this sort of champagne side, dip my finger in and just apply that where I want to highlight. Now this looks super effective in film, it really is just going to make my nose look so much more even. Just apply it down the sides and the nose a little bit, and just down the bridge. Now we're just going to blend all of that together, and I'm just going back with my kabuki brush by number 7 and just blending that all in just to make it look really seamless. Now I'm going to do eyebrows. Now I think eyebrows are really, really important, especially if you're going after a really sort of polished look. They can really just make your face look a little bit extra polished. So what I'm going to do for eyebrows is, first of all, I'm just going to comb them just to get them into the shape that I want. And what I like to do is just brush them up at the front and then down. And today I'm going to be using an eyeshadow. I'm going to use the MUA Makeup Academy eyeshadow in shade 19 matte, so it doesn't actually have a name, it's just a number. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to tap the angled eyebrow brush in, and literally I usually just like to concentrate it at the ends because that's where my eyebrows sort of lose their shape. They're pretty structured at the front anyway. Only a little bit, and then whatever left on the brush I literally just like to flick at the front. Like that, so there's one eyebrow done. And just continue on the other side. Now my last and final steps are, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. So there is one eyelash curled, and we'll just do the other side. So there are my eyelashes curled, and my last and final step is I'm just going to use my Lush Bubblegum Sugar Scrub just to get any of that foundation that's remaining on my lips off. And this also exfoliates them too. And now just apply some lip balm. And this is actually a tinted lip balm. This is Burt's Bees Natural 100% Tinted Lip Balm in Pink Blossom. And we're literally just going to make sure all the sugar's off and just dab that just along the lips. And that is our full coverage makeup complete, and you are ready for your photo shoot. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, guys. Bye.